It was the kind of morning that no one could have prepared for. In the quiet rural town of Brazoria County, Texas, a tragedy unfolded that no one could have predicted. A mother's desperate 911 call would mark the beginning of a horrifying chain of events. What led to this shocking moment? Could anyone have seen it coming? And how did a woman, once known for her appearances on reality television, become the center of a case that shook an entire community to its core? October 4th, 2025, 5 a.m., Brazoria County, Texas. In a gas station parking lot off State Highway 288, authorities arrived to a chilling scene. A woman's car, doors flung open, engine running, and inside, a tragedy. Inside the vehicle, the bodies of 4 children lay covered by a white sheet. 2 were already dead, a 13-year-old boy and a 3-year-old girl, while an 8-year-old boy and a 9-year-old girl had been rushed to a Houston hospital, their injuries grave but stable. As law enforcement raced to the scene, their minds raced with the same question: how did this happen? The woman at the center of it all was 31-year-old Oninda Romelis, a mother from Montgomery County, Texas. She had lived a life that seemed ordinary until now. It was soon revealed that Romelis had once appeared on the reality show Paternity Court, where she famously faced off in a public battle to determine the father of one of her children. But this wasn't about a TV drama or a paternity test. This was real life, and it was about to get far darker. When deputies arrived at the scene, they found Romelis in a state of confusion. Surveillance footage revealed her calmly fueling her car, chatting on the phone, seemingly unaware of the horror inside. But things would soon take a darker turn. Romelis had called 911, but her words didn't match the horror unfolding in front of her. According to court documents, when questioned about why she called, Romelis initially said she couldn't talk about it. Then, after more prompting, she allegedly responded, "Instead of them doing it to me, I'm going to do it to them." When asked what she meant by that, Romelis allegedly said, "Kill them all." She then claimed that her children were with the devil, and when asked where they were, she responded, "They're dead because you can't take me without me taking you." Her chilling words sent shivers down the spine of investigators and everyone following the case. Romelis was arrested shortly after the 911 call. She faces 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Her bond has been set at $14 million, but as investigators pieced together the details, a troubling pattern emerged. Authorities found that the shooting had occurred in the car, but the questions of why and how still linger. Why was Romelis so far from her home in Montgomery County, more than an hour away in the early hours of the morning? What had driven this mother to commit such a brutal act? As the investigation into the tragedy deepened, a disturbing revelation surfaced. Romelis had previously appeared on Paternity Court, seeking answers about the father of her 18-month-old child. Was this the same child who died in the shooting? While it's unclear, the tragic timing of this loss echoed a painful past.
Mr. Seymour, you are not Bob.
Romelis, known for her public battles on television, had become a figure for many. But what happened off camera was far more complicated. What did the show's portrayal say about her, and how might it have influenced her actions? Before the shooting, Romelis had been active on social media, sharing her thoughts with the world. On September 27th, just days before the shooting, she posted a video with the caption, "Mama got to have a life too." Another post read, "You're not a bad B-word if you're a terrible mother." These posts, while seemingly lighthearted, raise questions about her mindset leading up to the tragedy. Was this the cry of a mother in distress, or was it something deeper? Could there have been signs that were missed? As authorities delved deeper into Romelis' past, they uncovered troubling details. In 2022, she had been arrested in Georgia for DUI and marijuana possession. Court records showed a guilty plea to the DUI charge, but the other charges were dropped. Was this a sign of a troubled history, and could these earlier mistakes have played a role in the tragedy that unfolded on that October morning?
We believe that the evidence shows that this tragedy has occurred inside of the vehicle and that Romelis, the mother of the children, is the shooter.
2 children survived the shooting, an 8-year-old boy and a 9-year-old girl. Both are stable, but the emotional toll of this nightmare will stay with them forever. Law enforcement is now interviewing the surviving children, hoping their testimony can shed light on what happened inside that car and, more importantly, why it happened. As investigators work to uncover the full story, questions remain about Romelis' mental state. Could this be a case of severe mental illness? Romelis' statements about the devil and killing them all may suggest that something was far more troubling than what was visible on the surface. The defense could argue that she was suffering from a mental health crisis. But in Texas, as in many states, the bar for an insanity defense is high. Would this defense be viable? For now, Oninda Romelis sits in custody, facing 2 murder charges, with her bond set at $14 million. But for her surviving children, the road to recovery will be long and uncertain. As the investigation continues, one thing is clear. The search for answers is far from over. What drove Romelis to commit this unthinkable act? Was it a mother pushed too far, or something darker beneath the surface? As the court case progresses, we will continue to follow the twists and turns of this tragic story. But for now, the questions linger, and the lives of 4 children, 2 of whom are gone forever, remain at the heart of a tragedy that no one saw coming. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for updates on this case and more stories like it.